Welcome dear student. Our today's topic is reproduction and modern technology from lesson life processes in living organism part 2, and this was for class 10. So student, here reproduction. First of all, what is reproduction? So reproduction is a process in which new organisms are produced by older organisms. Okay. But here sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, it is a process in which a diploid zygote is formed in this process by the union of haploid male gamete and female gamete, in which male gamete is a sperm and female gamete is a ovum. Okay, and the zygote divides by mitosis and embryo is formed, and the embryo develops to form new individual. So student, if in this case, in sexual reproduction, if there is some abnormalities will there, so there are modern technology to recover it. So let's understand reproduction and modern technology for it. Okay. So student, if many couples cannot have children due to various reasons in male and females, and in case of women, irregularity in menstrual cycle and difficulties in oocyte production. Oocyte, this is a immature egg or developing eggs. Okay, developing eggs. An obstacle in the oviduct. So basically oviduct is a tube by which the ovum is transferred to the uterus by the oviduct, and oviduct is also known as a fallopian tube. Okay, and difficulties in implantation, like implantation means the attachment of the fertilized egg to the wall of a uterus. Okay, and many other reasons are responsible for this. So this all are the reasons for the woman. Okay, and these are the reasons. And in male, absence of sperm in the semen. Now semen means this is a fluid in which sperms are there. Okay, and slow movement of sperms and anomalies in the sperms are the reason in case of a male. Now abnormal sperm have head or tail and defect, head and tail defect, and such as large head or double tailed sperm. Okay, so so these defect might be affect the ability of the sperm to reach and penetrate an egg of a woman. Okay, so these all are the defects in women and men. Now student, in case of female, if oviduct or fallopian tubes are blocked, there is no way for the egg to become fertilized by the sperm. So these all are the reasons the couples are not having children by this reason. Okay, now student, advanced medical techniques are there like IVF. IVF means in vitro fertilization, and next is a surrogacy, and third is a sperm bank. Okay, so these all are the technique that childless couples can have a child. Okay, so let's understand each one by one. Alright, now first let's understand about IVF, that is in vitro fertilization. Okay, now first is in vitro fertilization, that is IVF. So student, during IVF or in vitro fertilization, an egg which is a female sex cell, an egg is removed from the woman's ovaries and fertilized with the sperm in laboratory. So this is a laboratorical technique. Okay, and the fertilized egg, called as an embryo, is then returned to the woman's womb to grow and develop. Okay, so what is this technique? It is a technique in which the egg is removed from the woman's ovary and then it is fertilized in the laboratory with the sperm, and then this fertilized egg, which is called as an embryo, is returned to the woman's womb to grow and develop into a baby. Okay, so student, in this technique, fertilization is brought about in the test tube and the embryo is formed, is implanted in the uterus of a woman at an appropriate time. That means the fertilization which is done in the test tube where by removing an ovum, removing an egg from a woman's uterus, then it is fertilized by the sperm in the laboratory. So this is done in the test tube. Okay, and the embryo formed is implanted in the uterus of a woman at an appropriate time. time. An IVF technique is used for having the child in case of those childless couple who have problems like less sperm count and obstacle in ovida. So student, in male less normal sperm count is there. So if the sperm count is semen is less than the normal sperm count and obstacle in ovida, that means if the oviduct might be blocked or there is any reason in oviduct, so this technique in vitro fertilization can be used. So this is a egg collection from a woman's, and then the sperm and egg mixed together in the laboratory. That means it is fertilized in the laboratory. Egg is fertilized by the sperm in the laboratory, and then at a appropriate time it is returned, the embryo transferred into the womb or in the uterus of a woman at proper time. Okay, so next technique is modern technique is surrogacy. So students, some women have problems in implantation of embryo in the uterus. So implantation takes place in the uterus, and if the woman having implantation of embryo in the uterus, such woman can take the help of a modern remedial technique called as a surrogacy. Okay. Now in this technique, oocyte or immature egg is collected from the ovary of the woman having problem in implantation in uterus. So if the woman having a problem with the implantation of embryo in the uterus, then what happened, the oocyte or immature egg is collected from the ovary, and then that oocyte is fertilized. That oocyte which is removed from the ovary of the woman having problem in implantation. Okay, so that oocyte is fertilized in test tube with the help of a sperms collected from her husband, and then the embryo formed from such fertilization is implanted in the uterus of some other woman having normal uterus. So here there are two women are involving, one having a problem in implantation of uterus and implantation of embryo in the uterus, and other woman which is a helping woman, okay, which is a helping woman having a normal uterus. So then the oocyte or embryo is transferred to the woman having a normal uterus. This is the other woman which is helping. Okay, so here you can observe the carrier, and the embryo is embryo is implanted into the another woman, is transferred to the another woman having normal uterus, and such a woman in whose uterus the embryo is implanted, that is other woman which is helping the woman having a problem, it is called as a surrogate mother. So this is a technique of surrogacy in which the woman can take help of other woman which is having a normal uterus. Okay, now next remedial technique is sperm bank and semen bank. Okay, so sperm is a male gamete which okay, so here you can observe the normal sperm count. That means in semen there are normal sperm count, and another is a sample of a semen which having low sperm count. So student, there are various problems in sperm production as mentioned, and in case of many men, so as to have the children in case of such couples, a new concept of a sperm bank has been introduced, and this concept is similar to the blood bank, and semen ejaculated by the desired man is collected after their thorough physical and medical checkup and stored in the sperm bank. So this is basically is this is a technique in which the man having a normal sperm count sample has been collected, and then first a medical checkup and all the checkup has been done in the laboratory, then the stored in the that semen sample of a semen is stored in the sperm bank, and this is similarly like a blood bank in which the blood of a normal person is stored. Okay, and as per the wish of a needful couple, oocyte of woman of the concerned couple is fertilized by IVF technique using the semen from the sperm bank, and resultant embryo is implanted in the uterus of a same woman, and name of the semen donor is strictly kept secret as per the law of government. So student, that's it for today's video. I hope you all have understood. Thank you.